Hello, Lightdations. Welcome to the channel, or I should say the stream. I still mess that up, even after doing it for so many times. Thanks for joining in. I'll be on shortly. Lightdations. Currently, I use Unreal. I'm using Unreal Engine. What up, everyone? How's your wonderful Wednesday morning going? Maybe that's what we'll make today. Wonderful Wednesday. Hope you guys got your coffee ready, and if your kids, your milky. So last we left off, we're working on the slide mechanic. There's still a lot that we got to do to get it to where we want it to be. Boom. I was hoping this would take a lot less longer than it's been taking, but it's just one of those things that's going to take a minute to perfect. And it's only because I have to rewrite so much. I think if I were to do this on my own, it'd be like a really relatively easy thing to create. Remembered, we don't. Honestly, I'm going to fix this. Overlap. Generate overlap. I think that'll fix it. I have tea and it's Wednesday night. Ooh, that ain't right. I always love the nighttime because I'm about to go to bed. It's not fair. I want to sleep right now. What type of tea you got? Yeah. So last time we worked. Yeah, there's gonna be some issues here. Primarily, I'm gonna save this because I don't want to have to reset that every time. But we incorporated a mechanic where in order to even latch onto the wall, you have to be essentially moving into the wall, right? So if I were to jump and then let go of my keys, I'm not going to attach to the wall. But if I'm pushing forward, I will attach. Obviously, there's something that's not being fixed here to reset the normal that we have in place for this, and that's why it's not working. But we'll get that all fixed up eventually. Are you proud of yourself that God gave you power to make this game? I'm proud of myself, but more importantly, I'm just thankful to God. That is the primary factor here. Recognizing that I'm not doing this on my own, and while I might look to everyone here that I'm doing this on my own, I'm not doing it alone. God is with me throughout the entire process, and you know, it's a constant struggle or battle, because to me it's an internal thing. You know, game development on its own is already a very, very tedious, hard task. And granted, I do have 2 new members to the team. We have a sound effects guy, and now we have a character concept artist. But with that being said, it's still a very difficult thing to do. Sorry, I'm getting text here. Gold's Gym. I gotta give them money or they're gonna kill me. No, I'm joking. All the buff people show up at my house. Where's my money? I don't have it. I'm gonna have to call them up and put some money down. I just forget because I got so much going on. All right, so the first business of the day I think we're gonna make is fixing. So one, we need to fix this. If we're on the ground, we just need to be, we should be resetting that on tick. I think. I don't think we're doing it on tick now that I think back. But yeah, it is a very hard thing to do to make a game. And it's definitely not easy. So if we're not in contact with the wall and we're on the ground, we should be clearing the normals. However, it looks as if we're not resetting that here. We're exiting vaulting. Let's go up. I know we have our slide, our wall slide here. Right, that's what we wanted to do. Stick to wall. When we stick to wall, we do the slide down timer, and after the slide timer goes, we reset. This plays. And then we jump into here. And then after this plays, we do start sliding. B is while sliding true. And yeah. I'm trying to see. There's got to be something I'm doing in here. Is it in stick to wall, false, climbing mode, false? So we call false on all of these after we fall. And that's why we're not resetting completely. Today is just going to be one of those days. Raleigh, where's all your energy at? I'm tired. I'm having internal conflict. That's just how the devil works, though. Anytime you try to do anything for God, he's going to attack you and try to make you feel a mix of emotions. But I guess you could say that's regardless, right? I know of a lot of indie developers who have self-doubt and stuff like that. So it is not particular to the Christian developer. So when we slide, we want to turn gravity extremely low. Right. And in the mix, we're going to want to constantly check if our input is against the wall. Right. If not, break from wall and yeah, that just won't work. If not, break from wall. Sorry, I'm being a procrastinator right now. That's what I'm doing. So when we start sliding, right now we don't have any movement, right? So we set the velocity to 0. We set the movement mode to flying. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to set the movement mode, right? We go to falling. The only issue here is that when we start falling, right? Like if I go like this and I were to all these things around, man. Oh, that's right. We have to also, I guess in here we don't have to do that. We can just say these. We can just say climb mode is, and this is going to automatically, can you take me? This is automatically going to change the movement mode to flying. Turn off our jump counts. If we're climbing, for false, it's going to set it to walking, which is fine because once it gets set to walking, it's going to figure out it's in the air and then fix itself. I think now when I slide, I should just fall. That is interesting. That's because we're never ever calling this. I'm doing this in here when I should be doing it in here. And as to why I've created another slide function, amen, game development is a struggle in of itself. It is. It really is. I don't want to sound like a complainer, but it's a struggle, man. I believe in being completely transparent with people, right? Some will take it as complaining, but me, I'm just being truthful to myself. All right. But I'm not complaining at all. And there we go, we're fixed. But now that we are in maybe I do then I could call this in here where we slide. But I just feel like it's like we have this whole function here and all we're doing is setting this to true. It's kind of like, wah. So maybe I could say climbing mode is set to false and then also change the gravity of the player. And I think you do that with the movement component. That gravity? Gravity? Where is gravity? Is it going to be a character? Gravity, get gravity, set gravity, set gravity. No, you can get gravity from, but let's try a main character, set gravity. And honestly, if I'm in here, I don't even need to do that. I just would have to go something like that. Gravity. Replace. Anyways, Rashads, how's it going, man? How's your Wednesday? How is your Wednesday, my friend? Sorry if I seem a little low energy today. I'm actually just I really want to work on Judah right now, but I know I have to get this done. And it's making me sad. I'm like, so I'm working on Judah off stream right now, guys. If you don't know, in the Discord, and if you haven't joined the Discord, please make sure to do so. Link is in the description of this video. On the Discord, we now have a new character concept art for Judah that was created, right? So I'm trying to sculpt him, and I've been having the hardest time. It takes me a long time to get a result with sculpting because I'm still relatively new at it. But with that being said, clothing is so darn hard, man. And you don't think it would be because it's literally just like a plane that you just kind of wrap around your character. but it's so much more than that. You know, I have a hoodie, right? I have a hoodie. The hoodie is going to be connected here at the shoulder. But how do I get, you know, I have to like create like two planes that kind of come off this end so I can wrap it around, right? And it's a whole entire process. And then typically, like if I were to do a t-shirt's easy, right? You just take the body and you steal the polys from the body, you know, duplicate it, and then you kind of put the shirt around the character and you can solidify it and everything's fine. But with a, let's say, so with the jacket or the hoodie, if I solidify it, there's only some parts of it that I need to be solidified, right? Like in the hoodie, because people can see into the hoodie. No one's gonna see inside, you know, the shirt part of the hoodie, right? The hood is what I should say. Sorry, but no one's gonna see like all inside of here, right? They're gonna see inside of here though. So it's like, how do I get that thickness and basically fake it? And I've done it before with Judah, but you know, it's always a mind-boggling process to do with sculpting, because you feel like you got to sculpt it hard, but then there's other cases where you feel like, maybe I just do the entire body and then I'll just make the hoodie afterwards, which is what I typically did. But I'm trying to grow as someone who can sculpt so I can try to pump these things out possibly fast. And it's been difficult. So that's kind of what's got me feeling low energy right now. I want to be working at my best all the time. But let's kind of focus on this. I'm sorry, I kind of branched off. Went on a tangent. So we have a climbing mode that is going to go ahead, and you've seen how it works, right? And because I went on such a long tangent, I'll just refresh everyone's memory and my own and show you that when we go to slide, bada boom, bada bing, there we are. The only issue with this, now that I see, like let's say I get rid of this. All right, I play this. It looks like there's some discrepancies between, yeah. So you see how we get the slide there? When we include climbing mode. Come on, dude. What are you doing, bro? So I guess, because, yeah, there really should be no issue here. Also, we're going to have to, when we go into climbing, set rotation of the player to normal of the wall, or in this case, I'm going to have him look at wall, because that is a function and it's a lot easier than trying to do it the opposite way. But woo, that's 2 times. Which one of y'all thinking about me? Which one of you suckers are thinking about me? Also, I've been playing Power Worlds, guys, and I gotta be completely honest with you. I'm not like a huge fan. Is it a good game? Yeah, it's a good game, but it's not like everyone's acting like it's this amazing new game that's so addicting. And I've been playing, I think I have like 12 hours in it, and I'm like, the breeding wasn't going to be as fun as the thing that kept me in it was the breeding, right? Like I was really hoping that you could create different types of pals, but the thing is that all the pals that you could create through breeding, you can get throughout the game. Like I thought there was going to be some sense of morphism, right? Like you can create these entirely new pals. And you can't. You can't. It's disheartening. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that. I'm on a tangent. I'm sorry, guys. He's on a tangent. So, what is it? We're turning this false. So I think it has to do with the movement mode being set to walking. Because if you noticed, we're not... But yeah, in fall, we get the actor location, we fall a little bit, we turn is while sliding false because we're just making him fall. But in this case, we want to slide. It's nicknamed Pokemon with guns for reasons. It's going to have some bare bone features like Pokemon. Yeah. But it's just like in Pokemon, man. In Pokemon, I felt attached to my Pokemon. And I don't feel that way with pals. And I've been really trying to think about why that is. What is it in this game that's giving me that disconnect between me and my Pokemon? Why don't I really care about them? You know? It's been hard to figure out. So the thing is important not to just go off the hinge and be like, this game is just meh. You know? On top of that, like, because of the writing system and the amount of slots that you're given to have like Pokemon, personally for me, I incentivize riding, or like Pokemon you can use to fly and ride and, you know, go throughout the seas. So that means you have 3 slots that are already taken. Granted, you don't need fly and stuff like that, or you don't need to have the sea Pokemons once you get a flying mount, in case you're going like a far distance, and even then your Pokemon can fly over the water, right? That gives us 2 slots. That means you have 4 slots for a different type of Pokemon. Or pals. I keep calling them Pokemon. Maybe that's why they're getting sued. Everyone keeps calling them Pokemon, but they're pals. Anyways, I just feel personally like I don't know. I don't keep some of the pals that I have for riding aren't the strongest. So it's like I rarely use them in battle. I have like 4 slots. So ultimately, to me, I have 4 pals to work with. With that thing being said, though, I think they could benefit from maybe having a 9 pal slot system. You have 9 pals. I don't know. There's a lot to digest with the game, and with 12 hours, it's hard to make like a concrete, fully in-depth analysis of the game. But I just haven't been enjoying it as much as I wanted to, so it's been something I've been thinking about because I'm a game designer and that's kind of what we do. We're like, why is this not giving me this? I want this. Why isn't it there? Is it because of this? No, that can't be it. You know, then you go down a list. It's just a real down to the finite detail, like analysis. And I just ain't got the time. Playing games will never be the same for me. But yeah. I hate that I have to rewrite all of this, or kind of like reorganize it, restructure it. Makes it a little bit more difficult to So we know all we're doing is setting a bunch of movement modes here. It's true or false, whether you're turning it on or off. But when we're sliding, we're still climbing. Is this even set? I don't even know if this is set, the climbing mode. Let's kind of go down the whole list here and see how we're doing this. So we stick to the wall. We just say that we're in this movement mode and we set the movement mode to flying. Yeah, Chase Lee up in a B. Everyone say what's up to Chase. By the way, welcome Chase to the stream. Thank you for showing up, my friend from was the UK, right? I thought that, or Canada. But yeah, so we set the movement mode to cling here. We have the slide down timer. We should still be in the cling movement mode, right? Unless we let go. So everything I wrote in here, you can kind of paste it in here and see kind of like what our checklist is going to be. So we have the slide down timer, which plays this, which means after a while your character is going to start sliding. We're still sticking to the wall. We're still in the movement mode. So the biggest thing that we can do, right? And it's interesting because when I go ahead and do this, right? And I say, we're changing this to move falling. I guess I should say walking, right? Yep, UK. Jesus, you're 3 subs away from me. I remember when you were at 70. Odd. Yeah, man. God is definitely blessing the project. So I can't complain about it. I'm just working and hoping something comes out of it, right? But yeah, thank you for noticing that, and I appreciate it. Cheers to hopefully a brighter future and some more positive progression. The way I see it is everything kind of moves like this, right? Before something comes up higher, it has to go down, and then it, and then. So we'll find out what's going on, but I think the most important thing right now is just to keep working, gather experience, make mistakes, work with the people that God has placed me with to work with, and kind of go from there. But yeah, we're falling now because we're setting this to walking. If I were to, but if you notice, right, the biggest issue here is that it's not playing the animation. So let's go into the animation BP and check this out really quick. Because from what I remember, right, I remember that the wall cling is only exitable, right, when, I think on ground is based off. Yeah, on ground is based, if I remember correctly, on being on ground, is walking. Get character movement, is walking. So if you're walking, you're on the ground. That's what I'm basing my logic on. So when I set the character to walking, right, it's not going to work if I do it to falling. I'll show you guys. Ladylike Leak. Hello, sorry for bothering you. That's completely fine, lady. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, edit. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient. Order management panel, channel panel. Everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to Streamrise. Well, I appreciate it, ladylike, but I am fine on this end. But thank you for stopping by, saying hi. Chase, of course, loves BPs.
We know that, Chase. Jesus, Chase. You gotta say it every stream, Chase. We know you like the BPs. We know it.
Yeah, but we are not currently going. I mean, did I compile this? I swore I compiled it. He only works with me. Yeah, Chase is the best promoter. Chase, do the thing. Show her how you promote. Show her how you promote right now, Chase. Let her see them skills. You're about to see how Chase pays the bills. Yeah. In just a moment, he's probably writing a response right now. You gotta give some time and space to send a message with some style and grace, you know? Speaking of grace, if you haven't had the time to learn about it, make sure to pick up, a Holy Bible. Bible. Because it's all in there. But yeah, this isn't working. And I want to know why. We're setting it to falling. However, in our BP is flying, is contact with wall. So our issue is here. Is wall sliding. And I think, did we turn this off? No, we set it to true. We set wall sliding to true. The movement mode is already in cling. Right. B wall sliding is set to true when we start sliding. We're stuck to the wall. Where's my logic going wrong? So if we're wall sliding and cling is going on, we should gosh, I kind of don't like how this one works. So we have this goes into this. Oh Lord, give me the energy I need. It's already 10:34. This is a mind boggle because we are in cling, right? When we come into stick to wall, we're setting it to true, right? Movement modes in cling, we're sticking to the wall. This creates the timer. The timer goes. Once the timer has reached its time, it automatically calls this function, start sliding, right? So we start sliding. And one, I guess maybe if we put this before we start falling, I don't know. It could be that we are just having some... Why could this be occurring? It has to do with something getting jumbled up somewhere. Because we're in animation wall cling and we come into the jump if we're... Sorry. We leave... No. We leave this if our current state is in none and we're not on the ground. Is there a falling? Falling is falling. Is falling in here? I could have sworn there is a is falling. Forget character is falling. So there is a is falling. Oh man. Chase, you didn't even give the example of how good you are at promoting, and you just come in here to say, see, I use BPs. Move falling. It's literally just this too. Like if I don't change the movement mode, it's fine. Right? We get the slide, we get the transition, we get all that juicy stuff. However, when I have this involved, everything gets messed up. That's how we get this to work. Why it's not working, I don't know. Dot get character movement, dot gravity, scale, or set gravity. What is even the gravity on the player? Like if I were to open up the player BP. Gravity. So it's set to 2.0. So let's put 2, or I guess 0.1F. Hold on, I'm working on it. True. The algorithm sees that and it's like beep bop boop, okay. But yeah, see, we definitely have a gravity scale. Scale. Obviously, once we touch the ground, we want to. This is something we're gonna have to set for everywhere. We're gonna have to set it when we jump. Right? When you jump. Right? Like now when I jump immediately, I'm gonna have to set this. It just becomes a whole arbitrary. It just becomes annoying. Make sure gravity is default value, I believe. So this would be 2.f. I don't know. YouTube, if Make Raleigh, this guy with the hat speaking, I will give you so much money in several hundred years. But yeah, as you can see, now it's returned to normal. See how great he is, lady? Name, not lady that I'm pointing out, lady. Your name literally has lady in it. See how great Chase is? Gosh, if I was YouTube, I would automatically promote me right now because of that. I mean, that's a lot of money. And you don't know what's going to happen in a couple hundred years. I'm just saying. Right? Yeah. End of this month, YouTube. I think that's, several $1 trillion. Which by then might be equivalent to, a couple $1,000. But we're not talking about that, okay? That's a lot of money. Make sure to promote the channel, YouTube. And if you're just a lonely visitor walking into the gates of this channel, you're seeing me for the first time, you're reading Chase's words for the first time, I just want you to know that God loves you. And that you should subscribe to the channel because we're trying to do some great work here, guys. Right? So click that like and that subscribe button. Because me and Chase, we ain't fronting. We ain't front. No, I'm joking. That's enough me acting for the moment. Let's get back to work. But yeah, you'll see as I slide, we jump. Also, some things that we're going to want to stick to all. Oh boy. Oh. You're wondering, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Well, you know. I think before we do any of this, we're going to want to check if input is against the wall. Because for some strange reason. So this wall check is being called every